Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to our channel, my name is Angie, and along with my beautiful family, we're sharing our memories with you. Now today around our house, or lately around our house, it's all, stuck in my hair. It's all about Halloween and getting ready for Halloween. It's something that Lucy has grown up with here. We started out very small and it just becomes a little bit bigger every year, and we just love it. And last year we shared a whole heap of different crafts for decor for around our house, and today this one's not actually decor, but I wanted to share it with you because I think it's such a great idea for, you know, just little token gifts. You could even make them for trick-or-treaters if you wanted to. So what it is just a keyring. I'll find all the bits. So yeah, they are there. Yeah, keyring. And what I've done is I've painted the balls, and I've used some nail art that I got at Kmart for my stickers and a macrame for the bottom. Okay, so let's get going. Firstly, we'll get some balls painted and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is some wooden beads. I actually got these from a local discount store. They're $2. You get 9, so it'll make you 3 different key rings. So we need 3 of those, right to the side, and then you need 3 colours of paint. So I'm going to use purple, orange and green for mine, and then I will have some black macrame wool. So we'll get started painting those. Now the easiest way I found to paint these is using a chopstick. Now I don't know how the professionals do it, but for me I found this was the easiest way to do it. Just a little bit of paint. Let's start with the orange, so it doesn't have to, oh goodness, this ball's not going to stick. Oh, that one is. And it just sticks to the end. It doesn't go right on, but enough, sticks enough so it holds it still so you can paint it, which is good. So we're going to do 1 coat of this colour, like this bright colour, and then we are going to put a metallic colour over the top just to make it a little bit shimmery and shiny. I thought about using glitter, but glitter's kind of a pain when it comes off, so I thought the metallic would be a bit better. Okay, so now just to get it off, I just used the top of my paintbrush, and of course that's not going to do that for me today, is it? Oh man. Alright, so much for that idea. It didn't want to come off today, I pushed it on too much. Alright, let's just get a little bit more paint back on there because it's now all over my hand. I'll just put that down with it. Okay, that's all over my hand now, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to paint colour, I'm just going to go clean my paintbrush and I'll be back. Okay, let's go on to our second colour. This paint I also just got at my local cheap shop. It is, you know, it's good quality. It's, what's it called? Montmartre? I'm not sure what sort of brand that's called. But I presume artists use it, so. Alright, let's see if it'll work this time. I'll just stick it in a little bit softer and not so much. Okay, so let's get some green on. Now what this does, it just gives a bit of a base to our metallic. I did try this just doing the metallic, but I ended up having to do, I think, three coats on some, and even 4 on the orange. The orange just would not take for some reason. It's like, was very translucent. I'm trying to think of the word. So by putting this base colour down, it really helped just get that done. Oops, missed a bit. And then I'll pop that down. Oh man, it's just not working for me today. I think I'll give up on that idea. Worked the other day. Right, them's the breaks. Go with the flow. Okay, so I'll just wash my hands my paintbrush one more time. Do the purple, and then we'll let them dry. One idea would too, if you are planning on doing this for a gift or for trick-or-treaters, or anything like that, it would be beneficial to paint in bulk. Otherwise it just takes too long. I'm just going to use my hands this time because it was just a bit fiddly. With the chopstick. Didn't want to work this time, but that's okay. I don't need a lot. Probably got a bit too much paint on the other ones, but just to give the ball that base, so it's got some colour behind it. Obviously the less paint you put on, the quicker it's going to dry too. So alright, the purple one's done. We'll let them dry and then we'll come back and pop some metallic on. Okie dokie, so we're pretty much dry. These are the metallic colours I've got. So this one's not a bright green, but I couldn't actually find a metallic in the bright green, so it's kind of more like a aqua-y, turquoisey colour. We've got a purple, and my orange is this one. Now it's not as good quality, which is probably why it took so many coats. This was from last year from Kmart, in a Halloween collection that we got. So we'll try that and we'll see how we go. There's definitely a difference in the quality of paint, so I do recommend quality. I could not find an orange though. For some reason I bought a whole 24 pack of different colours and there was no orange. There was a copper, and I did try that, but it was just, no, didn't work. It wasn't orange enough. So I'll get that on. So I'm going to do this one first because I am going to need more coats on that, although that doesn't look too bad. Okay, put the orange away. Wash my brush. I'll do some green. Green. Actually, I'll just try and get it out of the tube. See, it's a little bit more. Sorry, let me focus on that. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I'll pop some of that on. And it really does change the colour of the ball, but like I said, the green below is really as a base. I would have preferred a brighter green in this too, but I couldn't find one. I mean, more than likely I would have been able to find one if I shopped online, but I didn't shop online, I just shopped locally, so. And this is what I could find. Put the lid on now, and then just the purple. Okay, some purple. And purple seems to be the best, but I guess it's the best match of colour too. Whereas the orange, while it matched, was not good quality, and the green didn't match very well, but the purple matches pretty well. So I'll just give that a bit of a clean up. Okay, so we'll let them dry and then we can get on to making the actual keyring. Okay, so we've got our 3 coloured baubles. This one's got a little bit of gunk in it. It's going to be very difficult to try and thread something through that, so we're just going to pull that little bit of paint off. That's fine. That one's okay. It's okay, it's just this one. Just pull it back a bit. Okay, so we've got clear circles now. Okay, so we need a keyring, and you can do this any way you like. I just bought this one. This was $2 for 3, which kind of went with the packet that made 3, so I figured that was okay. So you've got the clip and the actual keyring. Now, I'm going to use 2 different sizes of my black macrame. This is a 3 ply, I think they call it ply, or 2 ply. No, I think it's 3 ply. Okay, so we need one of those. We're going to fold in half. Now this is probably all up just over 30 centimeters. It doesn't need to be this long, so it's entirely up to you how long you want to make it. You just got to have enough to thread your beads on, and then a little bit to tie the tassel, so it's not too bad. Okay, so we're going to make a lark's knot onto the keyring. So basically loop it in, pull your loop forward and pull the 2 pieces that are hanging down through, and there's your lark's knot. Now the next bit we need to do, and it's better if you actually make it level, not like me, it doesn't make it level. We need some sticky tape. Sticky tape is going to help us thread it through. It's going to be like a needle threading. And make it into a nice tight, if we can, threading needle, and then we are going to put it through. Now it doesn't matter which order you do it. I might do orange first. See how it threads through so easy. If I tried to do that just with the this string, it would have just ended up being a mess. And I did try it with a little needle, because I do have some little plastic needles with my family daycare, but the tape definitely works so much better. So you got your 3 on there now, and then you can either pull it off, which I can, see, just pull it off like that. That's why I had the little bit at the bottom. The other option is you can really do it totally different. Sorry, if you had it long enough, you could cut the end off and not worry about it. Alright, so now we're going to go to our next size. This is a size, I'm going to say 6. You don't have to do it this way. I just thought it was a bit easier because it didn't have to put as many strands on. So I'm just going to do that approximately, oh, got a bug, maybe 10, about 15 centimeters, and I'm just going to fold over the length, so I only have to cut in one hit. Oops. I'm going to fold it over. How many do I have? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 will be enough. Okay, so we're just going to cut that off there. So I'll pop that away. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut through our loops. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I have 5 loose pieces. These 5 loose pieces are going to sit inside the string that I threaded my balls on. And then I'm just going to try and even it up. I think that's about right. And then I'm going to tie these in a knot. Okay. Okay, I'm going to trim that off. Okay. Alright, so now it kind of looks like an octopus. Oh, looks like a spider. You probably could leave it like that too. I had looked at that before. That's funny. Okay, so then we're just going to push this downwards. So move that knot towards the middle. And the first thing we need to do is untwist. So we need to untwist them all. Okie dokie. So we've done that. So now it's time to use our trusty pet comb, and we need to comb it out. Flip it. And you can see by this how uneven I had it through that original loop, so that's why it's kind of important. I'll just get some of this off if I can. Alright, so we need to trim this. So quite use my fingers, and we're going to trim that off so it's nice and even. A nice thing there. Now, what I didn't do on this one, but I think I will do on this one, is I'm going to make it put a knot there just so it looks a little bit neater. So let's get a little bit of that 2-ply, and we're going to make our tie-off knot, which I really need to learn what that actually is. So I'm going to make a loop, which is going to be very difficult, black on black, sorry about that. And I'm just going to leave maybe like a fingertip at the end, and then I'm going to loop it. I'm not going to do many, probably just 3 rounds, just to give it that little loop. Oops. Hold that, pull that through. I'm just going to trim this one off now, and then I'll give it a little bit more of a tug. And that didn't work. Try again. The idea was to try and hide that underneath, but because I didn't do it properly, we start again. Just got to make sure that knot is underneath. So I just need to move these around a bit, because we don't want to be able to see that knot from inside. That's the whole idea of tying it off and leaving this here. Okay, try again. So up, loop, fingertip, 1, oops, 2, 3. And because I didn't do many loops, I think that's why it flicked straight through. So we won't cut it off. We'll just get it tight, and then I'll trim it. Process of elimination, trial and error, all that sort of stuff. Okay, we got that. We'll trim this one off. Okay. So then we got, kind of looks like one of those, a tassel now. That's like that. So I'm just going to trim that off a little bit more. Okay. A lot of fluff going everywhere. Now it's time to decorate. So we have 2 different packets. Oops, sticky stuff. We got 2 different packets that I've got. Now I did use some of this one, and I might continue using this one actually. So we might do a ghost. A little ghost. They're very finicky to get off, because they're so tiny. So you got a tiny little ghost. I'll put him on the green ball. On you go. And they're little stickers, so they're fantastic. They work really well. Alright, what will we do? Maybe a bat. Put a bat on the purple. And let's do let's do a spider on the orange. Okay, so there you got that one. I've got one more thing that we need to do. Okay, so I've got a bowl of water here, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going, careful, I'm going to wet my tassel. Wet my tassel. Squeeze it out. Is it all wet? No, it's not wet inside. Just make sure you get it all wet. Squeeze it out. Move your water to the side. Alright, I'm just going to make sure I've got it all wet. All wet and now all squeezed out. And it will take a little time for this to dry. But this is just to get a lot of the fluff out, and just to make your tassel straighten. That's a fluff. And it will look a lot neater. And as you can see, what's come up now that I've done that, it's not straight. So it'll give me an opportunity to give it a bit more of a clean tidy up. Okay. Okay. It's like I'm becoming a hairdresser. And there you have it. Oops, where's my little ball? So we've got a spider, a ghost. Yeah, looking at it, the ghost probably didn't do well on the green, but that's okay. And a beautiful black tassel. And it's a lovely keyring for Halloween. With paint everywhere and fluff everywhere. We're done. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this was easy enough for you to think that you can make your own. Good luck with that. If you got any questions, please let me know. Ask away. Love to hear from you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.